I've been in the salvage business for over 30 years, but I actually started digging in the dumpsters and was saving things when I was about 6 years old. In the past 5 decades, I've had the pleasure of stewarding some of the most beautiful relics from our past into new lives and forms. I love the 500-year-old longleaf pine and cypress lumber. No one can fully replicate the handmade doorknobs, the character of intricately hand-blown colored glass, architectural pieces that you look at and wonder, how could someone have possibly made this with the primitive technology that existed a century or two ago, if not further back than that? Needless to say, I've developed an affinity and respect for all pieces of the past, and I have many favorites that I would like to share and pass along to others. Hi, I'm Brad Kittel, and I'm the creator of Tiny Texas Houses, the entity that builds tiny houses out of 99% pure salvage. That means that nearly all the building materials we cut and form from a century or more back by our great ancestors who believed in creating products that lasted for centuries. We use trees that were 500 years old and materials that we can no longer find. Everything but the electrical, plumbing, faucets, piping, screws, nails, paint, and space-age insulation in our houses is salvage materials. Nearly no new material. My passion for salvaging what others saw as trash evolved into my business because of my love for all things old. And as I lived my life salvaging, it brought me what I needed to survive in the worst of times, virtually for free. Throughout my years, my purpose and passion for saving the old and creating unbelievably new, functional art became my life's purpose. I realized along the way, the path, through my many successful businesses, that the bigger purpose was to teach others about using salvage materials to build tiny houses, villages, in a rational way to keep us from destroying the last of the planet's resources. Not only are the materials used by our forefathers stronger, longer lasting than today's materials, and healthy for our family and children, but they represent a solution to many of the world's current crises and problems. It's without question that humanity's industrialization of the world has impacted the entire planet's environment. So why not build with materials that already exist in this country, make it our houses import-free, utilize merely a fraction of the energy it would normally take to harvest, mine new resources, transport the new materials, package them, and get them to us. I like to say that our tiny houses are built with mostly human energy. I believe building with salvage pays homage to our country's dynamic history and the original intent by our forefathers that everything lasts forever. These are the things that inspire me to do what I do. And did I mention? These are old structures all over the country, full of salvageable materials and potential repurposing value. Why would anybody throw them in the landfill when we can give them new life? You can give them new life. The greatest realization to come from my experience in building with salvage is that anyone can do this. If you can't physically do it, you can orchestrate it. I believe if you are armed with the right knowledge and resources, anyone can tear down a structure and reuse the materials to build a new home, an add-on, a project, guest quarters, anything you want. I believe anyone can build their home from salvage materials and at a fraction of the cost of purchasing a new home. That's exactly what I hope to teach you in these videos. I'm going to explain the entire process of how I run my business from the beginning to end, hopefully without the problems that I run into. And I'll begin explaining the steps it takes to go out in your local town or area and to find a structure that has salvage value. Now, there's enough value that you don't waste your time taking down a lot of junk and trash. And then use those materials to rebuild a home for you or your family. Please know that these videos are in no way a comprehensive coverage on the demolition and construction world. And they will not tell you how to get around code everywhere when you build something. What they tell you is proper tool usage, being able to understand how a building is put together and sequencing how it's taken down, architectural know-how, so that you don't kill yourself or hurt yourself, and the science and math that effectively goes behind taking and deconstructing a construction, a building, or the extreme possibilities that many things you can do with salvage go outside the box. We want to show you how to get outside the box. We will be explaining the process that I personally have fine-tuned through my many years of experience in the salvage mining business and in the salvage building business, and we're the only ones that do what we do, share with you how we build something that will last for so long and be portable so you can leave it to your children. I'm very excited to share as much of my knowledge and experience as I can with you. And I hope that by releasing these videos, more people can have access to the knowledge that we have to offer around the globe. Our mission is to empower you to become self-sufficient by tapping into the vast treasures of the past available at our fingertips for free now. So please join me as we dive into the exciting world of our very first salvage mining tutorial series, presented for your benefit by Pure Salvage Living. Thank you for becoming part of the Pure Salvage Living Renaissance. Okay, let's get started. Thanks. Bye.